Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new ninja stuff that just came out. Plus you'll see the new triple tactic in action with the effect. I guess we have like the official ruling on it. So the card that you add to your hand, if you do add it to your hand, it can be activated the same turn. So I kind of got to pause it in between here because there's so many different effects that are brand new that I need to explain just in case anyone wants to learn how to combo with ninja. So a lot of the combos can stem from art of duplication. So you can search it out by lots of different other cards. We'll search out this card, but you go for this, you go for Mitsu, and you go for Tabari. The other card doesn't really matter too much. It's just another target here being as material for whatever fusion that you want to go for. But it's always going to end up being Mitsu because this is how your disruptions start. So is this like a negate every single play your opponent does? Not really. It kind of plays around things. It's kind of cool. They like disappear, you know, kind of like how ninjas would, you know, normally work like you'd think that they would. So how Mitsu works is you flip her face down, you flip something else face up, and then we have a negation right there. Then with Tabari, we can use it as a quick effect, kind of like a formula synchron, but for a fusion. So it's like instant contact. You don't need polymerization over here. In our case, our opponent is activating super poly to go ahead and combo off. He's going to send some stuff to the grave. And then we're also seeing some of the new Bist in action as well. So we see War Ninja Mason. He's not a super new ninja card. You'll see some of the other cards in a moment here. But War Ninja Mason, he has a quick effect to special summon a ninja monster, so that can be another potential disruption. Now, with the effect of Green Ninja, when you use him as material, you get to actually book a moon a card, which is really good. Target a monster on the field and change it to face up attack or face down defense. So you can reset some of your effects if you need to do that if they haven't been activated. Most of the effects in Yu-Gi-Oh now are like once per turn, but that's just something I do need to mention. But yeah, War Ninja Mason is very, very important for the deck. Kagero, he can bounce back stuff over here, so that's what he does. So his effect, because like I said, there's so many effects that are activated in ninjas. So to explain Kagero over here, so it's when it's summoned or flipped face up, you get a special summon another ninja monster from your hand or graveyard in face down defense position. And then when your opponent activates a card effect that targets a ninja card or a face down defense position monster, this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon the card face down defense position and then return the targeted card to the hand. So we can bounce things back, but he's a really easy bring out another card. Usually it's going to be Green Ninja or Mitsu if you don't have these. These are like the core cards for, I would say, the ninja plays are going to be those two. But now we are also seeing this card in action. So with ninjas in general, you're going to have a lot of these ninjutsu art cards. They're just going to linger up on the board, and what you're going to do is basically use the armor ninjutsu art of alchemy and basically get a pot of greed effect. That's a card that they searched out for. Shout out to Dracosaurus. He actually understands this deck very well over here. But triple tactic, people were arguing, can you activate the card the same turn? Because it says specifically that you get to set one and it cannot be activated that turn if your opponent activates a monster effect. Pretty easy effect, right? But it lets you set one. Now, if your opponent happens to have a monster, you need to add that card to your hand instead of setting it, but you can activate that card the same turn. So we'll see that in a second here. But yeah, I just want to explain that. Now we're seeing the brand new Yagamaru, the Armored Ninja. What this card does, if this card is special summon or flip face up, you can banish one other ninja or ninjutsu art card from your hand, graveyard, or face up on the field, then target one card of the field and banish it. So it's like banish one from each, right? That's kind of the effect, although you can get bonus effects if your cards are banished, which we'll talk about in a second here with one of the win cards. So he's going to go ahead and banish that card, and he's going to go ahead and chain, and we are going to see the armor, the War Ninja Mason activate its effect over here to bring back Mitsu. Again, Mitsu is kind of the core card that you need. He loses out on his card. We've got some of the new Bist stuff over here as well. He activates the armor ninjutsu art of alchemy for the pot of greed. Okay, here is a very important combo. So Noble Knight Shield Bearer over here is going to be a card that enables a lot of combos. It's almost like that sea serpent that you'd use in waters. So Noble Knight Shield Bearer, you use him, you banish him to add a level 6 or lower Wind Beast monster from your deck to your hand. We go for Beast Ninja Baku. Beast Ninja Baku is actually really cool because what he does is if he's added to your hand except from drawing it, you get to special summon him. So you just get a free special summon basically, and then you get to target a ninja or a ninjutsu art card in your graveyard or in your face up spell and trap zone and bounce back to the hand. So basically add whatever you want out of your graveyard, or you can bounce something back that's on your field to your hand, then you can reactivate it because some of the cards are basically going to linger on your board and they're going to do absolutely nothing. But again, the key combos here are basically going for Mitsu and having Green Ninja at your disposal, and then if you want to, Tabari can act as material. He goes ahead and resummons Masquerade over here, but it gets banished when it leaves the field. Now, Saizo over here lets him set one instantly, which will let him go for Super Transformation. Super Transformation will enable 2 different disruptions, so you get to use your opponent's monster as material, and then whatever you bring out is probably going to have some sort of like negation / disruption. At one point, it did see some play with like Dark Samorg. Some people tried to make it competitive with Dark Samorg and like Apex Avian at one point. I remember people were trying out that. So we're going to see this card flip face down, and we're going to see the Super Transformation activated right now. So Super Transformation is going to be activating, absorbing the opponent's monster and one of the ninjas. He goes for Pinkatrops. Pinkatrop, obviously, this needs no introduction. It's probably seen a lot of play in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! So we have another quick effect negation. Really good stuff indeed. And then this card is technically attached to it, so if you can, try not to let this go away, because when Super Transformation goes away, it says, where is it? When this card leaves the field, you banish the monster. So that is a thing, so don't get rid of this card while this card is up on the board. Get rid of this card first, and then later you'll have this that you can bounce back, or you could use the other, like, basically, it's kind of like Crystal Beast with rare value. So he goes for Ninjutsu Art Equipment Kana Mugara over here. So this is equipped to the opponent's monster because he's going to actually use the Dino Wrestler. So, like, this guy really knows this deck very, very well. So he has that effect, so he's going to banish, and then we're going to go Pinkatrops, get rid of that card, and then this card is going to go to the graveyard, allowing him to target one of the banished ninja monsters. Remember how I was saying before, like, you can get some bonuses off of banishing your own. Then he's going to go ahead and be able to target the Beast Ninja Baku. Remember, Beast Ninja Baku, when he's added, he gets special summon, and then he gets to re-add back a ninja or a ninjutsu art card. Which is, hey, that's that card. So you can almost loop it on its own. He's going to now target this, bounce it back, and then he can go into another disruption, absorbing, and then going into another card. I wish this lets you get it, because it says you get a special summon from your deck. I wish it was hand, deck, or graveyard. If this card said this deck would actually be really powerful. But he's going for Iron Dragon Timiton, which lets him then special summon it over here, and it's going to pop all of the thing in the same column, which, hey, this card happens to be the same column. Goodbye that card. He's going to go ahead and activate that card's graveyard effect, and of course, we're going to get the face down Kagero once again, and then now we have the setup over here where we're pretty much have full control over the board. Again, there's another, like, a ninja. I think it's one of the fusions. It lets you attack directly. It's pretty much irrelevant, though. It's one of the fusions. But yeah, you guys are seeing really good plays over here, and we even have Helen Zephyr over here, which is a Wind Dragon. He just has to see GG. There's just too much disruptions. He knows he's got the Super Transformation. This is more of a out-resource your opponent deck, but like, it's still very, very solid. Let me go and give you guys the deck profile. Big shout out to my homie Riv for hooking me up with the deck. As well as the player over here, whoops, from the replays. I think this guy actually understands the deck very good, Dracosaur, so credit to him for his build over here. So he's running a 55 card deck, but you guys saw, you can go through your deck very, very fast. There's a lot of cards that you may just want to keep in the deck, as it's just part of the Super Transformation. So, yo, if you want to throw a Magical Mallet in, hey, you can do it. I'm going to mouse over the cards real quick, but I'll give you guys a one-click download in the Discord. However, I do want to also mention one card that is important for the newer ninjas. You see everything with the OCG, pretty much everything did get to see some sort of play, but I'll mention Novel Ninjutsu Art Book. So if your opponent controls a card, you get to set one instantly, a Ninjutsu Art Spell Trap, and or one ninja monster from your deck and one from your graveyard. So this card is pretty good, but it doesn't really need any explanation. This card, however, YuGiOh, there is an exception to him, because Musket Kagero over here, it just lets you special summon a ninja from your hand or graveyard. He can be a target instantly for YuGiOh. YuGiOh, again, he's kind of like iffy. He could be dropped completely, but I didn't get to talk about him in the gameplay. So YuGiOh, the weighted ninja, he has this effect where if it's normal special summon or flipped face up, you can target 2 face-up monsters on the field and change the face-down defense position, and then your opponent's monsters that are changed cannot change their battle positions. And then if another monster is on the field, is flipped face-up, while this monster's face-up on the field, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So yeah, he's kind of more on the defensive side, but there are cool combos with him. If you really wanted to, you can make your opponent have face-down cards, that way they can't link with them. And then if you really want to be cheeky, you could throw in the Mystic Mine. hand. And when there's face down cards, sometimes it's kind of hard to get rid of them because some decks, they just don't have an option for tribute summoning, right? But for the most part, yeah, this is not like a Mystic Mind deck. I just wanted to mention there are more interesting things that you can do with YuGiOh, but for the most part, I think he's kind of a brick. He's kind of a win harder sometimes, but it does enable combos with this. But most of the combos will stem all the way from, again, it's usually going to be Mitsu and Tobari. That's like your bread and butter with Green Ninja. Like, these are the 3 core star players here. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for the brand new ninjas, guys. Let me know what you thought of it. I think they're pretty interesting. They're actually a little bit better than I thought. But, like, the thought process of, like, this guy with the Baku combos with the Noble Knight, I would have never thought of this. So, yo, shout-outs to him. He's making it look really, really good. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the gameplay, drop a like on it. If you're brand new here, don't want to miss out when we cover more new ninjas, because I think we may get a couple more in the future. Subscribe, turn the bell, and I'll be dropping videos very soon. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.